to kick off for Green Bay.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Washington. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Right back to him on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he stopped immediately there. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. To the air with McCarthy. Works in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Broken tackle. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Packers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 8, Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
Counter play. Here's Chandler. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now 3rd down and very long. And they just did not get the snap away in time. That flag, that'll push him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. McCarthy operating from the gun. That's down the field for Jefferson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the
well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Dorsey trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on... And shutting him off now open field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18, Panthers, Viking, 18.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Bronco and Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Okay, ready?
McCarthy off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready, go. Cowboy 80.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
70 Timberwolves. Rig alert. Rig alert. 18. Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Chandler. will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Again, you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Vikings 3. McManus to kick off
after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
42 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
On play action, McCarthy. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 14. First down, Vikings.
On first down, Dorsey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one good for 37 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Packers 14, Vikings 10.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Ready, ready.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. We're going to use on center.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second down and 8.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ranger, 70 Ranger.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Vikings 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Able to slither by. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Back to throw. McCarthy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Minnesota.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Packers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready. Ready.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Able to find his man, Kraft. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Bobby, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Play action. McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man, that's Felton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Viking 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Wilson coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, Warriors step 60 by Cup 19. Cup 19 Lions.
flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Chap, check. Cougar Knights, Dragon 60.
They'll set up a throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To the air with McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 18 yards.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Vikings 16. Will Riker the kickoff for
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Ready, go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Bronco 80. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Okay, break. Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 79 Bronx, Cowboy 80.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now McCarthy. Well, that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Ready? Viking 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover. Touchdown, Packers. So that's about as crazy of a play as you're going to see. He lost the football, got it back, and took it into the end zone.
And it's really tough on the defenders, isn't it? Because when they see a loose football, sometimes you end up kind of shutting it down and you go into fumble recovery mode and you forget about the guy who fumbled it in the first place. That ended up costing him.
McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
28, Vikings 16. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. McCarthy off the play fake. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as they get this up past the 45. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
First and 10 at the 44.
Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Over the middle, complete to Addison. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
The Vikings first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
That's caught. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Be ready! Be ready! Go!
They'll set up to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Hustle!
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Ready! 18 Cardinal!
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it would be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Dragon 6, Bronco 80. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Steady.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion. 7 Pirates, 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19, Warrior 70. Cup 19, Cup 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Hey, check that. Here we go. Sack.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
19.
Now they'll change things up. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18, 65 cash, 65.
They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. This one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the fourth quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a fourth quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the fourth quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.